Hello, one and all. This is Step Ahead with Ernie Rivera, and I am your host, Ernie Rivera. All right, so we have some very exciting news today. I finally did it. I finally broke down and did it. A little late to the party, I know, but I signed up for Robinhood and Webull. That is right, Robinhood and Webull. I've collected my free stock on Robinhood. That is right. And I have collected my first of two free stocks on Webull. The second of the two stocks will be delivered to me as soon as my financing of a minimum of $100 goes through into their account. I've already put more than that, but it's going to take a day or so before I'm eligible for my second stock. So yeah. So now that I am a big time stock investor, naturally you can see why I feel exactly like this right now.
Bum 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 bum
Push it to the limit. Walk along the razor's edge, but don't look down, just keep your head or you'll be finished. They begged me. They begged me not to upload that last part, but here we are. Here we are. So, all right. Anyway, if you're interested in what stocks I chose to pick for myself, your results may vary. I'm not a financial analyst. Don't claim to be. Nothing like that. Just the stocks I happen to pick for myself. I picked Disney, ExxonMobil. I bought Stitch Fix. I bought Rocket Mortgage, and I bought just a hair of the old Bitcoin there, just to round things out. And of course, I bought into the Vanguard S&P 500 index fund, so that I have a little more stability in my profile, and I like it that way. You know, funny story. I used to deal in Bitcoin a little bit, and I tell you, after you get used to the volatility of that market, the stock market itself will never seem so volatile ever again. That is a true story. So let's talk about how one would normally get money in the market. There are a couple of different ways, a couple of different strategies. Some people like dividends, which if you don't know what a dividend, it's what they call a blue chip company. One of these larger companies makes a lot of money. Sometimes they give you a reward just for owning their stock. On top of the natural growth of the stock, you also get a little reward a couple times a year that they pay out. Now, another way to do it is to look for companies that are bound to grow. And what one hopes to do is once they start to see some growth, and once one starts to see some dividends, they take their profits and they reinvest in the company. And that leads into a topic called compound interest. Compound interest, you might have heard of this. You might have heard of this from the banks. And, like if you have an account, a savings account perhaps, you put in a little bit of money, they pay you a little bit of money back. Now, that is them paying you interest for your rental of your money. So you're going to get a little bit of money back. Now, when that money stays in the account, now you have a little bit of more money on top of your original investment, and now both of those are earning interest for you. And then hopefully you get even more interest from that. If you keep it in the account, you have an even larger number. You have your original investment, you have interest on your interest, and hopefully all of that interest will now be earning more interest for you. So you can see how this piles up very, very quickly. I will make a video at a later date talking about compound interest in more depth. That was just a little taster, a little appetizer, as they call it, for you. I would, if I may, like to talk to you about a different kind of compound interest today, compound interest of ideas. Now, what is compound interest of ideas? That is a little phrase that I myself just made up, and I don't think I've heard anyone else say it. I looked it up online. So far, no, we're good. Compound interest of ideas, that is an original Ernie. Anyway, compound interest of ideas. Let's talk about this for the remainder of our segment, shall we? So, are you in a creative field? Are you in a field where you need to constantly be thinking about new types of things, new ways to innovate? Well, compound interest of ideas can help you out a little on this one. Now, what it is, and it has to do a lot with journaling, and it has a lot to do with studying, with watching different YouTube videos, with communicating with others. What it is the idea that one idea builds up on top of another, and you're never at a shortage. When I started building this channel, people were like, really, you're putting one out every like 2 days? Aren't you going to run out of ideas soon? And I thought about it. I'm like, perhaps I will run out of ideas. Perhaps I will. We're about 20 episodes deep right now. I have not run out of ideas, and I have a long old list. And the truth is, the more ideas I start coming out with, the more ideas I start putting to paper. I start writing down on my list, because each last idea starts spurring 2 or 3 new ideas, new things I want to talk about. Passion creates passion. Ideas create ideas. Don't sell yourself short. You have a never-ending supply of them inside you, but you have to get it to paper. You have to start not just thinking about them, but you have to commit them to something. Write them down, execute them in the world. Start building things, start selling things, start writing things, start doing this and that and everything else you can possibly think of, because the truth is, the more you do, the more you're going to have to let out into the world. Okay, so in the spirit of compound interest of ideas, I would like to invite you, any new YouTube creators, anyone who does anything in finance or personal growth or anything along those lines. If you think we could have an interesting idea for an episode together, I would love that. I would love to collaborate with anyone out there who's looking for a collaborator. We have all been blessed right now with an abundance of time and an abundance of opportunity to stop, to reflect, to create new ideas, and to put them out in the world. There are 2 ways to look at just about anything, and this can be actually a really positive thing, that we're all having a little bit of downtime. So we put that pencil to paper. We start coming up with new ideas. We execute them. We go on YouTube. We go on other sites. We go on. We do a blog or write a play. We can do just about anything we want right now. That is the upside of all of this, and I really hope that you guys are all creating new ideas right now, and just building compound interest with those ideas. At this time, I would like to ask all of you to hit that like button if you have not yet done so. I would like you to please subscribe to my channel, and please hit that notification bell so that you get the new ideas as soon as they come out. It's really going to help me build my channel. This is something I'm really working very hard at. I hope you can tell. I like to put a lot of value out there. I'm coming up with stuff just about every day, so I thank you for your interest and your compound interest. Thank you guys for joining me here today. This has been Step Ahead with Ernie Rivera. I am your host, Ernie Rivera, and I will see you all later. Why don't you play us out, Ernie Rivera?
Push it to the limit. Walk along the razor's edge, but don't look down. Just keep your head, or you'll be